Hey, Kendall.
Yatta hey! I
Yatte,
said that.
yatte, way, yatte, hey, whatever.
I said that like a white man.
Yatte, hey. It's like, yatte, hey, Kimosabi.
More beans, Mama Cedar.
It's in honor of our trip, of our expedition to look for skinwalkers.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought we ought to educate you people on what a skinwalker is, because we leave in a month to do this. And that's going to be a whole live streamed event. We'll talk more about that as that comes up. But before we go looking for these things, all ghost hunter style and such, like Josh Gates, we're going to take a few weeks out of March to talk about what skinwalkers are. And that's it. We're going to have stories. We're going to have as accurate a representation of the skinwalker as we can get.
Mm-hmm.
We what the hell? We've been led to believe that the way the skinwalker is perceived in popular media is not how they are actually perceived in Native American lore. So we want to kind of be as straight edge with our skinwalker as we can, you know.
Right.
Anybody that doesn't know what a skinwalker is, I got the quick and dirty definition here.
The all thrill no fill definition.
In Navajo, Dene culture, a skinwalker is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into an animal or disguise themselves as an animal, usually for the purposes of harming people. Now, see, I think even that definition is inaccurate, because usually Ash just says, I guess scaring could be harming, but is Ash. I don't know if Ash is the end all be all of Skinwalker. He sure seems it. You know, at least when he speaks, he's sure about it.
I mean, it's his culture, not ours.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So I guess I'm going to listen to him. I don't know any others, you know. So anyway, I guess their whole purpose is to only frighten, not necessarily harm. I guess frightening is harming though, but it's like a light version of harming. It's just give him a little touch.
Get a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah, a little razzle dazzle, little pick me up, I guess. But so that's what
Little,
a little pokelins.
Pokeland. Little stir in the wigwam.
Anyway, because these are creepy by nature, these skinwalkers, there's a lot of stories about skinwalkers doing creepy stuff. So that's good. If you like creepy stories, this might be the time to tune in. There's a lot of skinwalker stories. So I bet you will have examples of bad skinwalker stories and good skinwalker stories. Have you ever seen a skinwalker, Kendall?
You know, if I have, I was not aware that it was a skinwalker.
Yeah, because they can disguise themselves.
Right. I have seen many coyotes at night
I have
cross
too.
my path.
Yeah, me
Coyote
too.
is said to be the trickster. Maybe it was a skinwalker.
Maybe it was.
Maybe it was just a coyote. I don't know.
Do you remember when you, Zudi, and myself were driving around at night out by the airport?
Oh, and that damn owl.
The owl. He was a skinwalker. That owl was a skinwalker. He was creepy.
I don't
He
know.
was. You could at least admit that he was creepy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he
I
shouldn't. He
don't.
was following us.
I don't know if an owl would be like the go-to for a skinwalker to take the form of, because the owl. Normally, when the owl visits you, it's in your dreams, and when he visits you, it means like death is coming, basically.
Well, none of us are dead,
Right.
and that wasn't a dream.
Well, maybe it was that lady we saw earlier in the day. She was actually a skinman.
See?
And she changed into the owl to spook us.
That's it. I think. Well, that's confirmed. Skinwalkers are real, guys.
Case closed.
All right.
On to the
Anyway,
next adventure.
So the fist bump, just like Ghost Hunters.
What's our next case? Giant swamp women? All right, let's go.
Anyway, so the interesting dynamic here is that I don't think skinwalkers are real. I think that there's people that practice it as if they believe it's real, but I just can't see the magic happening to where a person needs to turn into a skinwalker. Of course, Ash does. It's his culture. So
Well, it's one of those things, and it's one of those things you got to get kind of like philosophical with it.
Yeah.
Maybe the magic actually works only because people believe that it works.
That Santa Claus bullshit.
I kind of like that. But I mean, you always hear people like jokingly say, "Oh, the rain dance only worked because they danced till it rained." I mean, if you were dancing and dancing and then it rained, would you not draw the line that, "Oh, hey, there's a correlation between that"?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, if you feel like somebody's got it out for you, you become like hypersensitive to things around you. You start noticing like animals, and all of a sudden you're like, "Wow, this
Yeah.
one thing's been around lately." It's so you know you believe what you want to believe, kind of thing.
Right.
And that's the way I look at it. So, is there like magic, like, you know, Las Vegas, magic going on? No. Is there some sort of illusion and trickery going on? Maybe. Do people, you know, personify things from their beliefs? Absolutely. There's still not as much, sadly, not as much as there used to be, but there still are some traditional Navajo who will follow, everything to a T. If they cross paths with a coyote, for example, they'll turn around and go the opposite direction. They bless themselves every day with the herbs and the whatnot for the protection they do.
Yeah.
They follow the tradition, and that's cool to me. That's so fascinating. Like, because I don't know, I feel like I don't have any culture, man.
Wow, this went sad fucking fast.
It's like I'm not in touch. I'm not in touch with that. Okay, I don't have any of that to call on.
Look, here's where Ash loses me. This is my hang up, okay?
Uh-huh.
He's like, "Oh yeah, they could turn into a mouse, but for a very short amount of time because it hurts." Okay. All right, Ash. All right. I get it. You could turn in. See, it makes sense. Like, oh, you turn into an animal that's about a human size.
Yeah.
But you can't turn. You can't. No guy can turn into a mouse. That's science ain't there.
Maybe a really big mouse.
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe a wallaby. Right. Maybe a kangaroo.
I was thinking like a Mickey Mouse. You just see this guy running around the res in a Mickey Mouse costume.
Look, Ash, Skinwalker. Oh, be wary, Max.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. It's like, how much do you want to believe, though, Max? Because if you believe it in its entirety, these guys are bad mojo, and you're going out looking for them.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I have thought about this because I guess what you have to do to become a Skinwalker, and we'll learn more about this later, is that one of the criteria you have to meet is you have to kill the one you love the most.
Yeah.
To become a Skinwalker.
Some real Shakespeare shit there. What are you doing, Navajo Nation?
And as you just said, there are people out there, not even like complete traditionalists, but that are still pretty dang Navajo that do believe this stuff. Mm-hmm. So there are people out there that have probably killed the one that they love the most. Wandering around. Probably.
Well, here's the thing. Like, let's say you're just some single guy and you got a dog and you're really mad at the world and you kill your dog to become a Skinwalker.
Right.
And that doesn't necessarily mean you kill a person.
That's
you kill
true.
the one you love.
That's true, but that's still a big commitment.
Oh, definitely.
You still have to be a big wacko to kill the thing that you love the most.
Well, and see, that's to us what we would say is wacko is something that's tradition for them, something that is the norm.
Well, I don't think being a Skinwalker is the norm. That's
okay.
Yeah, it's like saying for us, like aliens in my asshole are the norm. It's not the norm. It's just something that we hear about a lot when we think of weird.
Right, but I guess I should rephrase it. It's part of the culture. To us it seems like such a foreign thing, but to them they're like, oh yeah, Skinwalkers, they're bad.
Right.
They're
I think Skinwalkers are bad. They already have me there. They have me that far.
Right.
Right. I don't want one.
Well, and see, that's where there might actually be danger because, I was talking about people being afraid of them. Having that superstition, that faith. people who think they really are a skinwalker, how deep is that rabbit hole? Like, how much do they really commit to the role? They could be somebody who's, willing to go and do, you know,
Yeah.
who
Exactly.
knows what.
I don't really want to be out in the woods with somebody like that, but apparently they're not very harmful because all they want to do is scare you.
Uh,
And
Even
that's where
so, that's a good scare.
that's another one of my hangups is why go through all that if you just want to scare people? Apparently, it's for for riches and thievery. Whatever. We'll get into all that when you tune back in next time we have the Skinwalker talk.
Yeah,
All right, guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got to bring some road flares with you. They'll scare them off.
Oh yeah,
They'll
and
ward off the.
and then if you like pop open a road flare and they charge you, you jam it down their throat. Because when I think of a Skinwalker proper, I think like he's mid transformation, like a were animal.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, and then you got to fight him.
When I think Skinwalker, I just think a naked Navajo man with a coyote pelt on his back, and he's like prone in the bush, waiting to jump out at you.
That's probably what it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably if you want to be fucking boring about it.
What? What is boring about that? That's
It's not
absolutely
boring.
terrifying.
That is pretty scary. That is pretty scary. Anyway,
Well, and get this, like, if he's able to, which it's not a huge feat to do, it takes a little practice, but you can mimic a lot of animal noises.
yeah.
And that would be weird. That'd so freak me out if he was like chirping at me, like, or making animal noises at me to get
Me?
my attention so I would look at him, and then
Me?
I would stare directly in his eyes and he'd just jump at me. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't know, man. I don't mess with the bad voodoo vibes, and you're going right into the lion's den asking for trouble.
Yeah, I don't care.
So,
I don't care. Whatever.
what are they gonna do? Stunt your growth?
Yeah, right. Where they gonna stop me? It's like in the Mummy. Like they got the Mummy back in his thing. We're good. We're good. It's like the creature cannot be killed. Yeah, they killed it though. It's all right. We can if they could put the Mummy that brought all the sins with him and the plagues and shit with him back in his mummy pit, then we can deal with a Skinwalker. All right.
Mummy pit. Oh, good lord.
Well,
I'm
guys.
glad. All I have to say about that is I'm glad I'm back at HQ, not getting skinwalked on. Okay. Not having the ground up dead people bones blown in my face. Okay.
I hope the situation arises because I imagine you're going to be at HQ with the glasses with the little flashlight and the little mouthpiece hanging off of them like NASA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
I might even grow out a one of those.
NASA mustaches.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I imagine you're back at NASA and but see if you're back at NASA we need to utilize you. So I hope the situation arises where we need some like math checking done. Because that's always what NASA guys do is can you check my math real fast, Houston?
If anything, I'll have to read coordinates to you to make sure I'm keeping you guys out of the ass end of the forest.
Well, I have no doubt that Ash knows how to get from the road to the cabin thing.
Oh God, that's just the pictures he's shown me during the day. It's like I want nothing to do with that, and you're doing that at night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna be zesty.
Oh jeez.
Well, this has been a good plug for everything we're gonna be doing in the next month, and Skinwalkers, guys. We got 30. Well, actually, we got 32, 34 days of skinwalking coming up. So enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll enjoy probably all 3 episodes, and we're gonna talk about it.
They'll be dense. Don't worry.
Yeah. It's so dense.
It's the thing. So, all right, guys. We'll see you next time here in the best 5 minutes.